Missy is on the hunt. She saw a kitty cat. How dare that kitty cat come into her yard? Oh, gee. Yeah, she was in the study, Missy was, and she was barking and barking and barking, and so I asked her if she wanted to go out. I didn't see anything outside. I knew that it was fine, but she I think what she saw was a cat. There is a little orange and white cat. Actually, it's not that little. That keeps coming across, walking across the front in between everybody's properties. I don't know if the cat belongs to somebody or if the cat maybe was dumped. I'll be keeping my eye out for the cat to make sure, but it looks really healthy and clean, and so I figured he belonged to somebody. But I think that's what Missy saw, because she went tearing out of the house and went right down there, right where that cat will cross, even though I didn't see it, but she might have. But anyways, hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday morning. It's another beautiful day here, and it's a bit more breezy, but it's early. It's like 8:30 in the morning, and I'm out here without a coat, and it's in the 50s, probably about 57. So yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. And I'm not really sure what I want to do today. I do know that I wanted to go and try to find something for the girls for Christmas. And I don't really buy them toys because they don't really like to play with toys. They do like to chew on bones, though. So I wasn't really referring to that as much as I was referring to pretty little bows and maybe a little bandana type of thing that's Christmassy for Missy, but it's kind of what I want to look for. But I wanted to show you something. Look at those flowers blooming. I mean, we had like 4 inches of snow, and it got down to well below 32. At least I thought it did. But yeah, my plants are blooming. I thought it was kind of funny myself. They sure are pretty, though. Well, hello again. I am on my way to see about getting my eyes examined and get a new pair of glasses. I've needed them for like about 2 years now, but yeah, I'm finally breaking down and going to spend the money on them. So anyways, that is what I'm going to do. And then I want to get over to the pet store and see about getting something cute to put around the girls for Christmas and around Mason. So anyways, I'll let you know if I'm successful. Well, I just got back, and my goodness, I must have been 2 hours at the eyeglass place between the eye exam and picking out glasses. But then what I did is I wanted to look around for something for Mindy. I couldn't find anything for Missy. I have stuff that I've made for her. I'll probably just use that again, but you got to see the little dress that I got for Mindy Lou. This is it. Isn't it just the cutest little thing? Look at this little dress. It's a little doggy dress. I'll take it down. See, it has a little skirt, and then this is a little sweater. And I don't know if that shiny is showing through it, but it's got little metallic threads going through it. And then this little netting. I thought it's so cute. I'll have her model it for you. Look at her little dress. Look at you. Come here, Mindy. Come here. Come here. Oh, you're just going to lay? You're not going to show everybody? Mindy, come. Mindy, come. Look at you. Look at your dress. Oh, my goodness. Look at you. Your little plaid, the little sweater, the little bow with a little rhinestone. Oh, she's such a pretty girl. Such a pretty girl. She doesn't know what to think of this. Well, good evening. I trust that everyone had a very nice Wednesday. I wanted to read something in Revelations, as we find it in Revelations 21, verse 4, where it says, "And God will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There shall be no more death, nor sorrow, nor crying. There shall be no more pain, for the former things have passed away." We find a similar verse in Isaiah 25:8, where it says, "He will swallow up death forever, and the Lord will wipe away tears from all faces. The rebuke of his people he will take away from all the earth, for the Lord has spoken." And then we also find in Isaiah 35:10, he says, "And the ransomed of the Lord shall return and come to Zion with singing, and everlasting joy shall be upon their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing shall flee away." And you might be wondering why I read those verses. But did you know that this time of the year, the suicide rate increases? And I think that sometimes we focus in on all the trouble. Our world is filled with chaos. We're constantly disappointed and bombarded with just shocking news. And where can one find comfort? Some people really don't have anybody. They don't have any family close to them or close friends. And so they can have a hard time during this Christmas season. But Revelations 21:4 and the other two that I read in Isaiah, this really should bring comfort to all who believe. And in 1 Corinthians 2:9 it says, "But as it is written, what no eye has seen, nor ear heard, nor heart of man imagined, what God has prepared for those who love him." You know, understanding and living in expectation of what God has in store can be very difficult sometimes. But that is where we need to focus. And because no matter how big our disappointments are, the verses that I've read to you should help put into perspective and make these disappointments more bearable for us. I encourage you to live each day in the expectation of God. Paul said in Romans, I believe it's in Romans 8, he says that he reckons that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared to the glory that is to be revealed to us. So we can't compare what's happening here on the earth in our lives with the immeasurable goodness and glory that will be revealed to us when we enter heaven. That is where our expectation needs to be, is always looking forward. Sometimes for me, and this is one of the reasons why I decided to read these verses, if I'm not very careful, my mind can start to wander into everything that I've lost. And you know what? That's exactly what the enemy wants. He wants us to focus in on what we've lost here. Because what we've lost here on this earth, we haven't lost in heaven. God's holding on to all those that we love. We haven't really lost them. They're not lost to God. He knows exactly where our loved ones are, and He's holding on to them. So we have to focus and keep our minds focused on what's ahead, not on what's behind. And I know for me, it can be really hard sometimes. I have to literally tell myself to stop. And I focus on the goodness of God. And that's what I'd like to encourage you to do. I don't know if you have difficulties in this area. I find that as I get older, in some ways, it's easier for me to focus on heavenward and the expectations that I am going to receive in glory, that God is going to reveal to me. But in other ways, the length of time that is expired between my right now and when people that I love have been gone, that time is increasing. At least, you know what I mean? It's what used to be 5 years is now 18 years. So in some ways, it can seem harder. But in other ways, I'm able to get my mind to yield towards the things of God. And one of the things that the Lord taught me was, just like when you are merging onto the thruway, the interstate, you have to yield to the oncoming cars, right? But as you yield, everything goes smoothly. And that's how it is with the Spirit of God. When we yield to the Holy Spirit, then things will go a little more smoothly. And I encourage you to, I don't know if that made sense to you, but it certainly made sense to me. So anyways, I'm going to leave you with that. I didn't mean to ramble. I hope that this all made sense. But remember, life happens. Enjoy it. And keep your expectation on God. Yield to His Holy Spirit. And just remember, nothing can be compared to the glory that's going to be revealed to us in heaven. God bless and good night.